right, let's take a look at these two-measure licks using the Sally Goodin position. These are really important pieces of Scruggs vocabulary to play solos up the neck. They're used in songs such as Sally Goodin and Cumberland Gap, and you can also use this as a tool for improvisation up the neck. So here's the first lick, and it sounds like this. So let's look at what's going on here as far as the position that this is being played out of. So I'm thinking of it as this D-shaped G chord, which is also equivalent to this C position down here. So we're going to be holding it just like we would be holding a first position C chord moved up to frets 8 and 9. Index goes on 2nd string, 8th fret. Ring finger goes on 1st string, 9th fret. And this is the main anchor position we'll be playing out of. You can also think of it as a little triangle position because the middle finger is also going to be playing the 3rd string, 9th fret. It comes up and down to hit melody notes. The pinky is also used on the 2nd string, 11th fret and 10th fret to hit melody notes. It's a kind of an odd position to get your hand used to, but it's really the only way to get these sounds that we all really like up the neck in Scruggs style. So here's this first lick. And that's basically the first two measures of Sally Goodin, but you can use that to improvise in any place where there's two measures of G and then jump into the next chord shape they're going to use. So let's take a look at the roll pattern first. That way you could practice that with just the right hand, because it's basically a forward roll, but it's kind of a hybrid forward roll that works for two measures. So it goes. So it's kind of changing in there. It's not as consistent as some of the rolls you might be used to. So we have middle finger on the 1st string. This is just open. So 1st string, middle finger, thumb, 5th string, index 2nd string, middle 1st string, thumb 5th string, index 2nd string. Now the thumb goes to the 3rd, index 2nd, middle 1st, thumb 5th string, index 2nd, middle 1st, thumb 3rd string, index 2nd, middle 1st, thumb 5th. So that's kind of a lot to keep track of there, but check out the tablature and make sure you're following the tablature very close. So what we're going to do is go through it, and I'm going to show you what's going on with the left hand. So we're going to start that roll. Now on that 3rd note, the middle finger is coming to hit the 11th fret 2nd string. And now what I do is I keep my middle finger up until it's supposed to hit the 3rd string 9th fret, and I lift it up and put it down. This is something that I learned from Tony Trischka, and it really keeps the lick sounding really clean. When you're lifting it up, kind of articulates those notes a little bit. So what I'm going to do is put the middle finger down on the 3rd string. I'm going 3rd string, 9th fret. Then I keep it going, and once we're into the 2nd measure, we've got now in that section, you're going to see the pinky hitting the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And then you'll see where it comes back in to hit the 3rd string 9th fret with the middle finger. So here it is, very slow. All right, so there's the lick. It can be used for improvisation or anything that you want to fill 2 measures of G. It's just a good way to play up the neck, and it's a nice piece of vocabulary. So here's the second variation of this we've got. Sounds similar. I'm hitting all the same notes but using a different roll. So let's look at this roll first. It starts out like the Foggy Mountain roll. But also kind of a 2-measure hybrid roll to create this phrase. So we're going index on the 2nd string, middle on the 1st, thumb on the 2nd string, middle on the 1st, thumb on the 5th, index 2nd, thumb on the 3rd, index 2nd, middle 1st, thumb on the 5th, index 2nd, middle on the 1st, thumb 3rd, index 2nd, middle 1st, thumb 5th. So let's go through this, what the left hand is doing. So we start the roll out. Now on the 3rd note, I reach out with my pinky and hit that 11th fret. Sorry. And now we're going back to hit that 3rd string 9th fret, so I'm going to place that down. This would be a good way to practice this, is just lift up and place back down. So you're going to go. Okay, then the next measure, on the 3rd note of that, pinky hits 10th fret 2nd string. So there's the 2 licks. And what I would suggest to do is practice these, get the mechanics down of these first, follow the tablature, try to make sure you're doing the rolls properly, and there's many variations of these, but this will get you going with these. I've also got a lesson on more variations, so we're going to keep using these, and you're going to be able to use these to improvise. Basically, one thing you could do is just practice placing it in chord progressions. So we'd have, let's say we went 2 measures of G to C, you could play this lick to C. That's just one example of using that for 2 measures and then jumping into another tune. You could do the same thing with a tune like Little Maggie. You play this 2-measure lick and then move it down to F. So you'll have. So the tunes that go from G to F, that works really nice in that scenario too. So anyway, study these and get the mechanics down because we're going to use them in some tunes. So enjoy these and have fun.